It's not often that two state champions are told that they have to top something. Well, Grace and Ezekiel, you got to top what we just saw. Welcome into the 2021 NHSA National Championship Tournament. This is the Division I consolation game between the Grace Baptist Academy Golden Eagles and the Ezekiel Academy Knights. Welcome into the stands, James Shannon, alongside Hagen Joyner, joining me for the first half of this broadcast. Hagen, the offensive coordinator for Evangel Christian, and he got the chance to play both Grace Baptist and Ezekiel Academy, so a lot of insight on both of these teams. Hagen, these two teams have never played, but you got a chance to play both of them. Two high-powered offenses, a solid 8 across the board. For Grace, though, coming into this without that starting quarterback, Cooper Kinnett, we saw what they were able to do Saturday. What do they have to continue to do from Saturday to get through this game?
I would say they executed a lot of the long balls, and we actually played both these teams twice this season. So
that's
we got
that's
a lot of experience playing these guys. But I would say just keep executing and staying ahead of the chains. They did a great job of that against us, getting in second and shorts, and then they're able to take those deep shots, and then come back and still have 3rd and 2. And they did a great job of mixing in 3 at quarterback as well. And you get both those athletes on the field like that, it's tough to stop.
Now for Ezekiel Academy, a couple injuries across the board for them, either coming through the season or coming out of that game on Saturday. So Coach Hunter Wilson's going to have his hands full. What's something he can do to kind of mitigate some of those situations and make the most of what he's got?
I would say try to lengthen the drives. Ezekiel's great at scoring in 1-2 plays, but you give that Grace Baptist offense the ball that often and give them the ball back that quick and put your defense on the field on a 100-yard field, it really adds up. It really adds up as the game goes on.
We mentioned that they're 2 state champions. Ezekiel Academy, they had a loss during the season. Grace Baptist undefeated, but took a loss up here in Florida on Saturday. Both these teams looking to end their season on a positive note. Someone is, someone isn't. We'll find out. We're going to have the national anthem.
Dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for letting us come out here and play this wonderful game, Lord. Please let everybody glorify you on the field and off the field, and help everybody have a safe day, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Welcome into the 2021 NHSA National Championship Tournament. This is the Division I consolation game. Both of these teams, not the results they wanted on Saturday, but a chance to meet each other for the first time ever. Of course, several injuries for Ezekiel. Grace Baptist coming into this tournament without star quarterback Cooper Kinnett. Had a concussion issue, and so both these teams making the best of their situation. James Shannon, Hagen Joyner, Audrey Green on the main cam. Brennan Daniel getting some work on the video production and secondary. Jerry Shannon Jr. field cam. Spencer Tomsett. Only the fourth time in 8-Man Extreme history that he is at a game not calling it. He is producing the show behind the scenes. Here is your kickoff. Parrott with the kickoff. It's going to be picked up by Murphy. Ball will be spotted at the 45-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10. We'll see this Ezekiel offense come onto the field.
And the Knights will start their drive at the 44-yard line.
I'd look for Peyton Leach to Matty Spackman shot here early. Ezekiel tends to take a shot, see what the corner can do on him.
Leach is going to start in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right. And trying to get the chain situation straightened out. Relying on volunteers here at the tournament, so they've got to get everybody on the same page. We do have a full complement of officials here. Man in motion is Murphy. He'll go side beside Leach. Gift to Murphy to the left-hand side, looking for the corner. Attempted tackle by Adams. Murphy, the grown man, down the sidelines. He is going to punch it in for the Knights. Touchdown, Ezekiel. Corey Murphy. 57-yard touchdown. And first play of the game, the Knights make a statement. Grace Baptist, their defense is going to have to deal with them all day.
That's a great call there from Coach Hunter and Ezekiel.
And did we get a replay on it?
We just pressed record on it.
Brought the bunch set over and put Murphy back in the backfield to go back to that backside on the give.
And so, as they have done all day Saturday, they did in the first game, they'll do this through the tournament. Field goals will be attempted. If they're on the right side, they'll leave it on the right side, but you've got the house and some situation back behind there where it'd be harder to get the ball back. So instead, for extra points, because it is closer to the goal line, they have a little bit more open area behind that field goal post. And so they'll kick the extra points that way to ensure that they can recover the ball. So extra point attempt here by Mills. Snap, set, kick, good. Mills drills it. And just with 13 seconds into the game, Ezekiel Academy punches Grace Baptist in the mouth. The Golden Eagles are going to have to answer back. Want to give a special shout out to everyone watching this game, whether you're in Chattanooga, you're there with Grace Baptist, maybe you're an extended family member, or whether you're with Ezekiel Academy and out of the Montgomery, Alabama area, or extended family there. Very excited, very glad to have you with us. Of course, this game not kicking off at the scheduled 1 o'clock time. Matter of fact, kicking off 10 minutes late. 30 minutes late. The Division II consolation game, if you did not watch it, first off, what are you doing with your life? Second off, a barn burner. 53-52. A Tennessee Heat win. The game came down to a 2-point conversion attempt that Westminster Christian was not able to convert. A great game for both of those teams, but now it's Division I consolation. Mills set to kick it away, and a great kick inside the 10 is where it'll bounce into the end zone, and a touchback. Looks like it was Cole Mason did not have a chance to return, and so we will see the ball spotted at the 20-yard line, and they'll bring out the sophomore, Wesley Thompson. Started at quarterback on Saturday for the Golden Eagles. And an honorable performance by the young man. Didn't quite get the job done. And instead, they're actually going to roll with Mason Long at quarterback for this play. Man in motion is Adams. Give is Parrott. Parrott, nowhere to go. Peyton Patchell
Number 21, Tyler Parrott on the run.
slams the door shut. And a loss of yardage on the play for the Knights.
This Ezekiel Knight's defense is really hard to run the football on in between the tackles.
Right off the bat, Grace trying to go use the ground game. Not a whole lot of success.
Like
Might have
Wesley
to go to the air. Now Thompson is back at quarterback. They were using a wildcat situation with Long, the senior. Now it's Thompson, the sophomore, in at quarterback. The future of that position for the Golden Eagles. Thompson is in the pistol. He's flanked by Parrott, and we'll go to the delay of game. An unfortunate result of having your back to the scoreboard.
Delay game on the offense. 5-yard still second down.
An unfortunate result of having your back to the scoreboard, which has the play clock under. It's easier if you're going towards it and you're able to just glance up and catch the play clock. The young man, the sophomore, learning how to manage the game. And so that's something he's working with and dealing through. Thompson fires wide to Long. Great catch. Has space. Not a whole lot, though, and he's going to get tackled up at the 17-yard line. It'll bring up a third down for the Golden Eagles. And a defensive stop for the Knights so far. The Knights have a lot of size between Miles Richardson, Corey Murphy, Peyton Patchell, Isaiah Zorn. They've got a big, big roster. These young men playing the quicker, smaller players from Grace. Thompson looks for Mason, incomplete. Oh, thrown over the head of Cole Mason, and it'll bring up a fourth down. And Hagan, we mentioned it pregame, you can't mention it enough. For Grace, they would like to go into this with all the bullets in their gun, and they don't have that. And it's such a heartbreaker.
And it doesn't only affect them offensively. You know, they play about 11 guys, every side of the ball, and you're not only losing Cooper at quarterback, but you're losing him at safety on defense, and he's a great player on both sides of the ball.
Now they'll move Long into the Wildcat. Nope, they will have Parrott back. Cooper Connett is their traditional punter. Parrott will punt it here. High kick, not a long kick, but solid, enough hang time. It takes an Ezekiel bounce. They've got to get back on it. It bounced up at the 46, but rolls to the 36. So excellent field position to start the drive for Ezekiel Academy. Able to start the first drive around midfield, and now starting to drive further into Grace Baptist territory.
So it looks like Coach Hunter picked up on something there when he goes to that trips look. Grace Baptist typically runs that two-man front, and your outside backer is responsible for flats and outside contain. But when they went trips, the backer slid over. There was no one there for that outside contain except the corner.
9:44 to go in the first quarter.
Let's see here, 11.
Ezekiel leads 7-0. Leach is in the shotgun, fires wide for Spackman. Spackman forced out of bounds by Adams up at the 25-yard line, the younger brother of former Ezekiel star Bishop Spackman. And not enough for the first down, but pretty close. It'll bring a 2nd and 2.
Being an Evangel, I will be glad when there's no more Spackmans on the roster.
No more Spackmans, no more Murphy.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's several guys on this roster, and I'm sure there's several guys that they're happy when there's no bloodline coming through that roster. Huge rivalry, a lot of love.
Yeah.
Murphy with the carry up the middle, and a great job by Cole Mason. Mason Long, taking the legs out of Corey Murphy. And a big, big stop, and they won't get the first down on that. Got him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and inches. I'm surprised they didn't. Nope, they're going to mark motion first down.
Oh, wow.
They're going to mark first down. I was going to say I'm surprised they didn't bring it out for a measurement and bring the index card out, but instead they're going to give them the first down. So 1st and 10. Leach is in the shotgun, flanked by Murphy.
We'll see
Two
the-
receivers wide left.
We'll see
Tight
that
man
fade
is
of
right.
Spackman here soon.
Leach
Oh, fade.
fires deep, looking, intercepted! Intercepted Parrott! He tried to get the ball. I'm trying to see the number of who was intended for.
12.
You'll see on the
They
replay,
went with a fake screen.
it was intended for Tormey
Yeah.
and Tyler Parrott.
These
Reads the play perfectly, high points the ball, and keeps Ezekiel from potentially taking a 2-score lead.
These Grace Baptist outside linebackers, they're so talented. You know, I mean, that's the guy, that's the outside linebacker guarding your 6'6" tight end down the middle of the field and goes up and makes a play.
Dangerous situation for Grace Baptist here, though. Ball spotted at the 2-yard line. Man in motion. Oh, it looked like they could have gotten Zorn. They will get him. They're going to call it. Zorn moved. There was a delay.
I think we got a timeout here.
No, they will call timeout. Timeout for Grace. I thought they waited a second and then went ahead and popped Zorn, but instead they're going to give a timeout. A huge defensive play in Hagen. We saw it Saturday. Despite all the adversity for Grace Baptist, that defense 9 out of 10 times stepped up and made the play when they needed to.
Yeah, they run more of a, you know, bend but don't break defense with that cover 3 zone. They like to run, and it's really effective on an 8-man field. It's a little tougher to run here because your backers are responsible for a lot more flats.
Right.
Man, the athletes they have across the field, it's hard to, once you get inside the 20, it is hard to score.
It is the full 100 by 53.5 field, but as you look at the scores on Saturday, not out of the ordinary scores. I mean, a lot of traditional scores, and that just speaks to the talent that is on this field for all 4 of these games, all 7 of these teams that have come up. Man in motion, play fake.
That's a safety.
Parrott, it's a safety. It's a safety, and that's Miles Richardson. That is one of the dangers. If you do happen to get, if you were Grace, I mean, the interception is nice, but you would almost have batted the ball down because you avoid a situation like this, which is the absolute worst case scenario. So now you'll look at the replay and just not enough time. Miles Richardson able to get in there. And so first safety of the tournament. And so with 8:36 to go in the first quarter, Ezekiel Academy leads by now more than 2 scores. Parrott set to kick it away. Returned by Murphy. Murphy's going to pick it up, get across the 35. Such a grown man.
Yes.
Down to the 34, and that's where Ezekiel will start their 3rd drive of the game. I might be wrong, but I believe they have yet to start a drive inside their territory, or at least past the 40. Great field position game for Ezekiel Academy. Leach is in the shotgun. He's going to be flanked.
I'd be willing to bet we've got a shot to Spackman coming this possession.
Give to
if they stop
Murphy around the
Murphy. There's the
left-hand
giver on the
side,
edge.
trying to get the edge. Adams comes in, smack down. Mason Long got him. That was scarily similar to Derrick Henry. The stiff arm.
The left guard's doing
Let's
a
get
great
a
job
replay
of
on
setting
that.
the edge there. left guard from Ezekiel does a great job of taking that tackle inside and giving Murphy the edge. Gets him one-on-one with a corner. And as a former cornerback, you don't want to see a big running back coming out there at you.
No, not at all. Really, at any position, you don't want to see a big guy coming at you.
Yeah.
Because you know it's going to hurt. Murphy in motion. Throw is to Murphy on the left-hand side.
That's
and
a
that
great tackle.
Grace defense, that was Bo Swanson. You also had Brock Passons in on the play. But a great job by that Grace defense reading the play and nipping it in the bud. A loss of 1, actually, on the play.
Miles Richardson in the backfield here for Ezekiel.
Want to give a shout out to all 75 of you watching the game here.
There's the stand up to Spackman.
There's the throw to Spackman. He's outside, comes inside and into the end zone.
You got to get that man the ball.
Broke
Oh,
tackles on the wide receiver screen. And he's able to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Ezekiel. You'll see on the replay. It is the old replay. It's all good.
So Coach Hunter
Excellent
Wilson
job.
loves to take the slot and send him out to block the corner and just get his best athlete one-on-one with a backer. And, I mean, you get Spackman one-on-one with a linebacker, and 9 times out of 10, that's a tough situation for the backer to be in.
So they will jog to the opposite end and attempt the extra point. It's going to be Mac Mills, 1 of 1 so far on the day. The holder, it looks like it'll be, see if we can get a number. I can't get a number on the holder. It's all right. Mac Mills, snap, set, kick.
Oh, wow.
Dead to rights, and it's good.
Yeah.
One step drop.
He stepped past it and missed the block. I love him.
And so the extra point is good. 7:22 remaining in the first quarter. It's Ezekiel Academy 15, Grace Baptist nothing. This is the 2021 NHSA National Championship Tournament, the Division I semifinal game. And it's brought to you by Kingdom.com, the ministry technology providers, Grace Point Healthcare, modern medicine the old-fashioned way, and Fairlife Core Power Protein. Work hard, recover harder. Come on. Mills set to kick away. Line drive, bounces at the 20. It's going to be returned by Long. Long heading to the right-hand side, trying to get the edge. He's still looking. Comes back inside, has blockers to the left side. One to beat. It's Murphy. Spin move by Long. And he's trying to find someone to pitch the ball off to. Instead, he'll get brought down at the 41. Great return by Mason Long. A cloud of sand.
3 yards in a cloud of sand.
A great return there by Mason Long.
You'll see the players, the sand, when that sand gets in their eyes, man, we had a lot of issues with that the other night. You land in a pile of sand, you're out for a play, or your eyes are burning.
Exactly.
I think it's interesting to see, in the past couple years down here, one team will typically get up in the first round game, and this year, both games being so close, so physical, you turn around in 2 days and you're playing a game after such 2 physical games for both of these teams.
Depth really plays a huge role into it. How many guys can you filter in throughout the game? Just a break, a play here or there. Man in motion is Adams. Long will keep it on the Wildcat on the right-hand side, missing tackles, breaking tackles, down to the 30-yard line, and it'll move the chains. It'll be a Golden Eagles first down. Mason Long, the hard run. You'll see here on the replay, just would not be denied, would not go down. And a great job, great blocking
So they run this inverted veer where he out of shotgun, so that he's bringing the man in motion, and not many teams do that, where they're running the read option with the motion man. So they're leaving this defensive end unblocked, and the quarterback's just sitting here reading him. Very tough to stop.
Shotgun for long, wildcat for long. 2 men wide left. Man behind him. He'll take the snap. Look. Fires deep. Looking for Adams. It's caught! Adams into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. Great job by Adams coming back to the ball, making his man miss, and he punches it in. The confetti's flying, and Grace Baptist has a chance to have a one-score game.
I don't know if they purposely do this, but they did this a few times to us where they run the seam down the middle of the field, and it's underthrown, right? But their cornerback, continues to flow, and he just turns, catches, and makes a play to the end zone.
You see the fans from Grace Baptist. They've driven up here from Chattanooga and have stuck around to support their team. The Evangel side, there's some fans on this sideline, a lot of fans on the opposite sideline, on the opposite bleachers.
There's this inverted veer with a read again.
Play fake. RPO, he'll keep it.
Right in. That's good.
They're going to say he's in. 2-point conversion is good for the Golden Eagles. And with 6:05 to go in the first quarter, it looks like we had a runaway, and now we don't. Ezekiel 16, Grace Baptist 8. And you'll see here on the replay.
This is this inverted veer here again. Watch him read the end here. They'll leave this kid unblocked. Bring 30 in motion, and he's reading this guy. He's reading, keep. If the end bounces out, the quarterback keeps, goes backside. If the end crashes in, he gives. It's such a tough play to stop.
Great job by Coach Ateka and company. Wesley Thompson struggled a little bit on that drive, so they moved over to long and let the senior kind of try to guide the team through this adversity that they're facing. So a great job. The Grace Baptist crowd, it doesn't matter if it's a consolation game, they're rocking. They're jamming, they're having a good time. That's what this tournament is all about. I want to thank you for watching. This is the 2021 NHSA National Championship Tournament. This is the Division I consolation game. Grace Baptist Academy 10-0 on the regular season. 11-0 on the regular season. Came up here to Florida as the defending TSIAA champions. Took the loss on Saturday to Evangel Christian in a rematch of a game earlier this year. Ezekiel Academy, ACSC champions. And the kick away here is from Parrott onside. Zorn has trouble getting it, and he does get it. It's Murphy instead. Murphy struggling to pick the ball up. Grace with a chance to grab it.
Well, you'll see. If you see Murphy's left hand today, he broke his finger early in the game. Last week, and played through that on his left hand. You'll see both fingers taped together there.
Ezekiel will start at the 42-yard line.
I still say we have to see a shot to Spackman deep downfield here. They typically run that when he's in the single set by himself. Here it is. This is the set they like to go to Spackman deep on.
Spackman wide right by himself. Murphy is in the backfield with Leach. Leach give to Murphy to left-hand side, looking to get the edge. Stiff arm, makes a man miss. To the sidelines. Wow. There is a flag down at the 48-yard line on the far side. Now 2 flags. And this could come back. Murphy forced out of bounds by Mock. Let's get the call.
Holding.
Holding called on the Knights. That's a big break for Grace Baptist.
I think the hold might have took place right after the first down marker, so we might get a first down here from exactly where they started. Let's see. It's going to be close.
First down from behind where they actually started.
Yeah, so the holding was all the way down here. So
right.
10 yards back, but we're still, first and 12.
Now they move it. They're trying to get it spotted correctly. They're still trying to spot the ball. Okay, at the 41. The 41 is where they'll spot it.
Doing a great job of setting the edge there on the left side of that line.
Leach is in the pistol. Give to Murphy. Murphy,
up.
the turf monster, credit him with a tackle. And he's down in the backfield. It'll bring up a second down. 5:32 to go here in the first quarter. It's a 16-8 Ezekiel Academy lead. Ezekiel Academy came into this game with 2 losses on the year, one to Independent Freedom Cowboys, the other to one of their conference rivals, Lighthouse Homeschool. But they powered through the season, including beating the national champions during the regular season. They faced them again in the championship game, won the championship, back-to-back defending champions. Ezekiel Leach in trouble, escapes, and he's going to get to the first down marker, forced out of bounds by Long. Did he get the first down? There is a flag down at the 41-yard line
And we got a
on
hold
the far
coming around the
side.
edge again.
They were trying to set the edge. It does happen. This would be second play in a row.
During the play, holding on the offense. Yard penalty. Replay second down.
Ezekiel, a lot of physical talent and ability and just a great roster, but you've got to be able to fix the little things and not make the mental mistakes that, you know, sometimes you can't help it, but it does happen, and you have to be able to manage those. So now they're facing a 2nd and 23.
I think we got Spackman and Richardson in the game together here. This is typically their Wildcat set. Yeah, here we go.
Murphy is back to take the snap.
They'll either give to Richardson off the edge or Murphy will keep it behind.
Man in motion is Richardson.
Here he comes following Richardson.
Carry is Murphy, has a blocker. Man in the hole, and he runs over Adams. Murphy's still on his feet, and he's got the first down at the 46-yard line. Grace was not afraid to tackle him. They lowered their shoulder, and Murphy ran through that shoulder. Down to the 46, it'll be a first down for the Knights. Great run by the senior, trying to close out his high school career. Interesting fact, he is 3 touchdowns away. Correction, he scored earlier. He is 2 touchdowns away from holding the all-time touchdown scoring record for Ezekiel Academy. He's already broken the touchdowns in a season and yards in a season, and now he could hold some career record or school
Keep it going
records.
back left here in a sec. There he goes, trying to get the edge again. One-on-one with the corner.
Murphy to the left, Long in pursuit. Long is going to drag him down. It's not a horse collar because he didn't grab the shoulder pads. Great job getting a hold and bringing him down. Loss of yardage on the play. The senior Mason Long, just first quarter isn't even over, and he is leaving it on this field today.
You can't say enough about Mason Long, man. He played every snap on special teams the other night. I don't think he took a play off the entire game. This kid's special.
Mason Long, Pierce Smith, Cole Mason, Tyler Parrott, a lot of seniors on this roster.
We're going to stand
Leach
up to Spackman.
fires to Spackman, overthrows him. Leach loaded up like he was going for the bomb, and instead on the short pass, the screen pass, overthrows Spackman. It'll bring up a 3rd and 11.
I think it's time.
Grace Baptist trying to give their team a boost.
I think it's time for that Spackman shot. Let's see here.
Leach is in the shotgun, flanked by Murphy.
Oh, yeah,
Man
this
in
is their
motion is
motion. This is
Patchell.
a good
Give to
give.
Richardson, rather. Richardson shut down! Bo Swanson!
So you know Coach Hunter makes that call there knowing he's going for it more than likely going for it on 4th down. See if he can get a few yards, make it 4th and manageable.
Bo Swanson, the junior.
Only got 2 though, so may go ahead and punt this away.
Great job on the season so far. Peyton Leach handled their punts, 13 punts, 500 punting yards, averaged 40 yards a punt. At this point, they put Grace Baptist down near the goal line.
No return man here for Grace Baptist. You can pin them deep.
Leach has a leg. He's got to be careful though with this punt. Touchback, wouldn't gain a whole lot of yards. It's a fake. Leach is going to roll right. He's
got
trying
the
to get
corner. Here
space.
comes Mason Long.
Swanson, Long. Parrott can't get him. He can't get him. Mason can't get him. Out of bounds.
Down to the 1.
Pushed out of bounds is Peyton Leach. Bo Swanson, Mason Long, Tyler Parrott had him dead to rights, and a great job on the fake.
So this is the beauty of having your quarterback at punter here. You see both guys release inside. It just gives up outside contain. Then it gets him one-on-one here. Here comes Mason along across. Great
Oh, he almost had
cutback.
him.
Great cutback. That's just a great play by Peyton there.
Grace Baptist had him on the ropes. And now Ezekiel with a chance to make it a 2-score game. 2 minutes and counting in the first quarter.
Oh, double wing set here.
Leach in the shotgun. Double wings. Man in motion is Richardson.
Quarterback, yep.
He'll give it to Spagman, and Spagman is dragged down. Bo Swanson. They might have lost yards. Cole Mason in on the tackle.
He gave that.
And Brock Passons.
He gave that to Jaquil Sims there.
Brock Passons. Cole Mason in on the tackle as well. It's spotted at the 5, 2nd and goal.
Interesting. Corey Murphy was out for that play, and Jaquil Sims was on the carry.
They usually use Jaquil Sims as a passing threat.
Yeah, not from 1st and goal from the 1 unless Murphy's out with he's holding his helmet on the sideline.
Finger could have become re-aggravated, maybe just grabbing a breath. But that depth, that's where that depth comes in. You could bring Murphy out and bring somebody in. And we'll get a timeout here.
May give him the breather he needs.
Ezekiel. 1:04 to go in the first quarter. We're going to step aside. This is the 2021 NHSA National Championship consolation for Division I. It's brought to you by Kingdom.com, the ministry technology providers, Grace Point Healthcare, modern medicine the old-fashioned way, and Fairlife Core Power Protein. Work hard, recover harder.
We got our split back here. I look for Murphy to give behind Richardson. Here he goes around the edge.
Give to Murphy.
Gosh, his stiff arm.
Stiff
Oh, fumble,
arm.
fumble.
Ball's out. Ball's out. Grace has got it. There's a flag.
I don't know if this is a face mask or a hold.
I think it's a face mask because Murphy was trying to stiff arm.
Let's check the replay out here.
Let's get the replay.
Let's see what we've got around the edge.
Face mask right there.
Yeah.
They're going to call the face mask on Murphy. I'm calling it, predicting it right here.
If that's the case, then it'll be Grace Baptist ball regardless. I think it's going to be 1st and 10 Grace Baptist.
During play, face mask. Offensive team is declined. We got 1st down.
Penalty is declined.
Grace Baptist
And
ball.
Grace Baptist, the 2nd time Ezekiel had a chance to take a 2-score lead. Grace Baptist, this team, these young men won't stop.
I'm telling you, get inside the 20 on these guys and they turn into the steel curtain.
It's like a zip tie. At some point, they just keep closing and there's no opening it back up. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 17. Great job by Grace Baptist, and a super lucky break for them that the ball didn't go out of bounds on the fumble, because at that point Ezekiel still retains possession. They're able to get on the ball. Thompson is in at quarterback now in the shotgun, correction in the pistol. Parrott's behind him. Thompson takes the snap. He's going to go deep, looking for Cole Mason. He's got the catch at the 50. Mason, no one's near him. No flags. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. Over the shoulder bomb. 10 out of 10. Let's get the replay.
Mason does a great job of not turning his head around the last second. The cornerback didn't even know the ball was coming.
Oh, it's dead. It's okay. We got the most important part. No one was near Cole Mason from the 50 to the goal line. And now a 2-point conversion stands between a tie game and a 2-point Knights lead. Grace Baptist did this all year. They played some teams that were having struggling seasons. but they play teams like Franklin Christian and Lancaster Christian. Long, keeper. Turf box almost got him. He got his hand down. Bounces back to the outside with the spin move. Runs over a man. He's got the 2-point. Mason Long. Mason Long started outside, came back inside, almost was down. Hand down to stop him. Spin back outside and run over a man for the 2-point conversion.
So he's supposed to read the end here, but there's a bad snap on the play, so it just turns into Mason Long one-on-one with an unblocked defender, and he made the most of it.
Grace Baptist Academy down 9-0. Correction, down 16-0. Ezekiel Academy 16. We're not even out of the first quarter. Before the game, I said it's not often you ask two state champions to top a consolation game between two teams that currently had losing records with a lot of young players. They took my challenge seriously. They really did, at least for this first quarter.
At this rate, I'm going to say that the last game tonight starts about 9 p.m.
Yeah, it's so breaking the fourth wall. After the championship, I'm supposed to load everybody up. We're supposed to drive back to Tennessee. I'll walk inside, put my work uniform on, go to work. That might not be happening. Not because I'm too tired. I will literally be late by the time I get back to my house.
And possibly not have a voice.
That's 100% true too.
Look for the onside here. Kick's a good one.
There's the kick onside. It bounces. Murphy grabs it, tucks it, heads left, breaks one tackle, trying to find the edge, trying to break several tackles, and it'll take a couple guys to get him down. They do. But the bowling ball Murphy inside the 50. They'll start the drive at the 48. First and 10, Ezekiel. 27.1 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Coach Hunter's done a good job on kick return of putting Murphy where Grace tends to kick off. They always kick off to that left side there, so they're getting their ball in their best player's hand in open space. And as you can see, the first man's usually not going to bring him down.
I want to give a huge shout out to all 75 of you watching the game. You got a good one on your hands here. 75. Leach, shotgun, hand to Murphy. Murphy stuffed. One man slowed him down. Grace is a gang tackle team. Every man to the ball like a hound dog on a piece of meat. And absolutely shut him down. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, why would you want to go anywhere? Like, literally. It's the end of the first quarter. We're tied at 16. This is the 2021 NHSA National Championship Tournament presented by Kingdom.com, the ministry technology providers, Grace Point Healthcare, Modern Medicine the old-fashioned way, and Fairlife Core Power Protein. Work hard, recover harder. About 27. Leach in the shotgun, looks right,
Quick
fires
stand up,
right for
get the edge.
Richardson. Richardson inside. Spackman. He's got the first down on the quick pass. And it should be a first down for Ezekiel.
I need to give some credit here to Brennan Tormey from Ezekiel. He does a great job of going and blocking that corner, and again, getting Spackman one-on-one with the backer, trying to set the edge. I just think we're overdue for a shot here to Spackman, and I say that as you know, he scored 6 touchdowns on us in 2 games down the sideline. So I think we're due for a shot.
The passing attack has been very eerily quiet so far in this game. Not a whole lot of action in terms of that. 3rd and 2. Leach is in the shotgun, flanked by Murphy. Two receivers wide left. Murphy in motion. He'll swap over to the left. Leach takes the snap, fires on a screen, breaks the tackle across the first down marker. They got him down, but it's enough to move the chains down to the 39. It's a first down, Ezekiel Academy. Coach Ezekiel with that quick throw, the quick wide receiver screen, just get the first down and be able to reset your offense a little bit and have the 4 more downs that you get with that.
Yes, just kind of sustain that long drive, let your defense rest for a moment or two, and it's just put emphasis on this Grace Baptist team. A lot of these players are playing both ways. Look for
man in motion. Leach gives to Murphy to the left, looking for the edge. Adams trying to bring him down. Long
Mason
takes him
Long.
on. Long forces him out of bounds. Adams, the size between Murphy and Adams, he doesn't have it. Mason Long may give up some weight to Corey Murphy, but in terms of drive, and he's right there with those two are going to be battling all day.
He's sideline to sideline, man. It's crazy to watch every single play.
And a credit to Adams, he wasn't able to bring him down, but he slowed him down enough to give Long time to get over to make the play. Knights break the huddle. 2nd and 12. There was actually a loss of yardage on the play. Leach in the shotgun, flanked by Murphy. 2 receivers right. Leach takes the snap. Throw is out to Tormey. Tormey, he's going to get stopped behind the line. Well, if they give him forward progress, it's still behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is the difference here when Spackman comes out of the game and you bring Jaquil Sims in, who's typically, more of a pass catcher, and you got him on the edge trying to block there instead of Tormey blocking. At that point, he misses the block, and his man comes and makes the tackle for the loss.
We talk about coaches trying to build culture, and everyone knows the story of Grace Baptist. Had the tornadoes, damage to school. These young men playing 11-man last year came to 8-man this year. They've bonded like iron. They are together. Leach takes the snap, looks, fires deep, looking for Kimps. Oh, in and out of the hands of Brock Passons. Almost intercepted. And, Coach, there's that long shot they were taking. And that might be why they've been holding off, because they know those Grace corners are all over that long pass. 4th and 12. 9:14 to go in the second quarter. We're tied at 16 between these two state champions. Leach is back deep. They faked it last time. He might punt it away. He will punt it away. Not a great kick either. He squibbed it. It's going to bounce in favor of Grace inside the 30 to the 28.
30.
They'll spot it at the 30. It bounced to the 28, out of bounds at the 30. And so it'll be a 1st and 10, Grace Baptist. Even if on offense, they've had their moments on offense. They've had their moments on offense. But defensively, this team, you mentioned it, bend don't break. Right now they're not bending a whole lot.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not a lot of give. It's like a tight ratchet strap.
Well, they get inside the 20, and then the turnovers just happen to us. I mean, they get inside the 20, and it's just a different defense.
Thompson takes the snap from the shotgun,
Got a
fires
screen
out to
backside.
Cole Mason. Mason has a block. Mason down the sidelines. He's beating Zorn. He's got one man to beat. He will get forced out of bounds. Zorn trying to track him down. Cole Mason, the screen pass. He's got the first down. They'll spot it at the 45-yard line.
So what they do here is they release this left guard out, and he comes and blocks the corner. So they flow. Your whole defense flows right, and then they get your left guard on your corner, and Mason just catches it and beats him up the sideline. There's no one left to make the tackle. It's a great design.
Pierce Smith, the junior, great job setting that edge.
You can feel the momentum has shifted to Grace Baptist. Ezekiel needs a play here to get it back.
It's 100%. It started out, especially at the safety, it was like, okay, here we go. Grace has snatched.
Yeah.
Grace fires.
There was your
intended
play.
for Adams. Overthrew him. Jaquil Sims almost had it. That would have been that momentum changer right there. But instead it's 2nd and 10. This could be, you mentioned, you talk about the national championship last year. You even had the 2019 national championship where, last year it was Ezekiel went ahead, Evangel came back and absolutely shut it down. But 2019 it was back and forth and back and forth. This has that vibe. Thompson takes the snap. He's
Deep
going to go
shot.
long. In for Long. Oh, Long did. He stopped looking. He stopped running. He didn't know the pass was coming to him.
It looks like the corner engaged him about 10 yards down the field and just did a good job of bumping him off his route. Maybe a little PI. I don't know. Not called, though.
Elijah Ward, the senior.
All-conference player this year. You talk about a couple plays that changed the momentum last year in that national championship game. Ezekiel's up 2 scores, and we have 4th and goal from the 14. And it looks like we're going to get stopped. They're going to get the ball back up 14, and you don't know what happens at that point. And then we end up catching a touchdown pass, and the momentum shifted. Ezekiel needs a play like that to get that momentum
100%.
shifted back around.
Thompson takes the snap.
Here's that screen again with the guard releasing one-on-one. Gets the edge.
Mason down the sidelines. He will get brought down. Looked like it was Richardson.
Whoa.
Well, no flags. Super high tensions in this game. Actions possibly not have seen by the officials. There's no flag.
Is this 4th down here?
The ball is going to get spotted at the 43-yard line.
Wouldn't be shocked to see Grace Baptist going 2 here. They got us to jump Saturday doing that.
4th and 3. Look for the hard count from Thompson. Or correction, Long.
Mason Long.
They could do that, or they're just going to put it in Long's hands and let the man
Motion going
go
2. There
with
he
it.
goes. He got him. Yep.
Got him. He got him.
They do a great job. They bring the man in motion, and they typically snap right when he's beside the quarterback, and they bring him in motion. There was no plan on snapping that ball.
Encroachment on the defense. 5-yard penalty.
No such thing as offsides, right? Encroachment.
Exactly. That's Melvin Spells, the senior, at nose tackle. And he falls for the hard count. Great job by Coach Ateka and company to make that call, and great execution by the senior Mason Long.
I'm going to stick with Mason Long here.
Long is in a pistol formation. Parrott behind him. Man in motion is Adams. Play fake. Long will keep it to the left side, trying to get the edge. He's got the edge.
Got a
Forced out of
hold
bounds,
here.
and a flag comes in at the 35-yard line.
It's interesting to see here because I feel like the games the other day, there were a lot of these plays where the edge was set for a lot of the teams, and they were kind of letting the holds go a little bit, and it seems like today they've put an emphasis on when these players get around the edge, there's a hold.
Exactly. Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
about the 4th today.
Saw those quite a bit in that first game.
During the
too.
play,
Yeah.
we got holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
So they will repeat first down, but they now face a 1st and 17. 7 minutes remaining in the first half. This game is tied at 16.
Wesley Thompson back in at QB here.
Pistol formation, 2 receivers wide right.
Got a bubble
Thompson
here.
fires to Adams. One-on-one with Sims. Adams makes Sims miss. Down across the 35. Great job avoiding the face mask. An open-faced hand on this helmet. And Adams is going to get the ball back inside the original line of scrimmage zone or first down zone.
I don't think people put enough emphasis on, going from 11-man to 8-man. When you're playing 8-man football on an 11-man field, the amount of space you have to cover and make one-on-one tackles is just, that kid, Jakyle Sims is there, and he's got 15 yards of one-on-one room with such a shifty guy.
For sure. Thompson's in the pistol again. Parrott is
We got a
behind
fly
him.
route down here to 3. He's got the heel touched.
And we're going to get a timeout here by Grace. They want to get their ducks in a row.
You see the quarterback hit the heel here. We're looking for a fly route down the sideline. The receiver didn't give him the confirmation he wanted, so they called the timeout.
We're going to step aside just for a second. First off, make sure you don't go away during halftime. We're going to have the Iceberg Heating, Plumbing, and Cooling halftime report. Myself, Hagen Joyner will be, Coach Hagen Joyner will be breaking down this first half. Looking forward to the second half. But we're going to step aside for just a second. This is the 2021 NHSA National Championship Tournament Division I Consolation. It's brought to you by Kingdom.com, the ministry technology providers. First Horizon, all things financial, and Crutcher's Auto Repair, trusted by Franklin, Tennessee residents since 1980. Second down and 7. Thompson in the pistol behind Parrott. 2-by-1 formation.
You saw
Thompson
the-
takes the snap. Fires.
That's a miscommunication.
And they were trying to throw the jump ball along. Now that wouldn't have been enough for the first down. Would have been close.
Well, you'll see the quarterback here and Long here a little frustrated. He went with this as he thought it was a curl route, and the quarterback tapped the heel here thinking it was a fly route. And the quarterback went to throw the fly, and last second saw the curl and overthrew his intended receiver. Just on a different page there.
Just over 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Ezekiel Academy, the 2020 ACSC state champs. Grace Baptist Academy, 2021.
I'd look for Mason Long again here.
There's
yeah,
Thompson.
now here's his fly
going
route.
deep
You
for
want
Long.
Oh.
He got it.
No,
No, incomplete at the very. Can we get a replay? Can we get a replay? Well, let's see. Let's get the best view that we can.
Hopefully it works.
Did,
Yeah,
Can
I believe that ball
Can I
hit the
see the
ground there.
tablet just for a second? Unplug it. Let me see it just for a second. I want to look at something. Okay.
We got it here on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I believe this ball hit the ground here. Yeah, it bounced. It bounced.
One other thing.
So we got Mason Long off the field here on the fourth down try. So I would look for Caleb Adams in the slot.
Wesley Thompson
Typically is good. Oh, we got a
fires
screen here.
the screen to Parrott, and Parrott is swallowed up
Great job by
at the
Isaiah Zorn.
35-yard line.
Isaiah Zorn didn't bite on the screen.
And that'll be a turnover on downs.
Great play there. Great call by Grace Baptist, but Isaiah Zorn didn't bite.
There you go. Oh, hang on.
Is this the route down the sideline here?
Yeah.
I think you'll see
So the
last.
field here,
Okay.
and then top and then secondary.
I think you'll see last second here. It bounces right there. It bounces
Oh,
off
hang
the
on. I need
ground.
to back up just a little bit. I know. I'm looking at the. Yeah, hit the ground.
Here we go.
We were checking our side of replay that we're able to look at.
Give to Murphy
Give
here.
is now
There's
to
his edge. One-on-one with the
Richardson.
corner.
One-on-one, he beat 7. Parrott couldn't
Oh, this
force
is
him out of
Richardson.
bounds. And there's Perry finally getting the force out of bounds.
I don't know what they feed these boys down in Montgomery, Alabama, but these guys, man, they're some big dudes. You know, your running back needs a breather, so your backup running back comes in at 2:30. You know.
You didn't get to see it on the broadcast. Coach and I were looking at our side of replay that we can look at. We can see the field camera that's being operated by Jerry Shannon Jr. And he had a perfect angle to see the ball come through the arms and
We
hit
got
the
our
ground.
receivers stacked here. I haven't seen this look yet. They're usually a little more spaced out. We got them both stacked.
Leach in the shotgun.
got the
He'll now
motion here.
bring Tormey
Chip
in motion.
chip block on the sweep. Yep.
Pitch to Richardson. Richardson trying to find the edge. He breaks one tackle, breaks two, and Richardson has space. He's got to beat Adams, and he won't. He'll get forced out of bounds inside the 15, about the 13-yard line, and a good hard run there by Richardson.
And this is no knock to any of these teams, but you'll just notice with that one-day turnaround time, the speed difference. He gets down the sideline. He's out of gas.
Oh, yeah.
My man he just steps out. He's like, that's it. I got what I could. So the 12's supposed to set the edge here on the chip block. He misses the block, and then Richardson's able to just get it done single-handedly there, breaking 4 tackles. Yeah.
And the biggest one he broke, Mason Long, right there
Yeah.
at the very beginning. If he doesn't break that, none of that run happens. It is shut down. Great job, great power. Just over 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
So
We're
we
tied
got
at 16.
Jakyle Sims in the backfield here. No Richardson and no Murphy. Haven't seen
Leach
this
is
look
in the
before.
shotgun.
Got to give to Sims.
Give to Sims to the right side.
That's a horse collar. Oh, no call. Maybe he had jersey.
Bo
Nice.
Swanson
Good play.
and company swarming to the football. And a loss of yardage on the play. It'll bring up a second down. Ezekiel breaks the huddle. Leach is in the shotgun, flanked by Murphy. It's been a minute since Murphy was in there. He should be rested up. Leach Give to Murphy to the right-hand side, breaking tackles. Mason Long, great job on the tackle. He grabbed the outside of the shoulder pads and brought him down, stayed away from that neck area. Great job. Third and 5, ball spotted at the 10. Want to give a huge shout out to all 93 of you watching, wherever you might be, Montgomery, Alabama, whether you're back in Chattanooga, Tennessee, maybe extended family. You're catching a
Oh, we got
great
Murphy
game.
back here now. Here we go.
Corey Murphy's in, 3rd and 5. Leach in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right. Leach loads up, fires. Touchdown.
And there's your shot to Spackman.
Touchdown, Matty Spackman, the junior.
If you throw the kid 4 long balls, he's going to catch 3 of them. I mean,
Spackman and Passons battled into the corner, and Spackman just able to moss him.
I mean, this is great. I mean, you can't have any better coverage here. It's just he goes up and gets it. And it's a ball, put it where only his man can go get it.
And replay freezing up just a little bit. Mac Mills comes in. He is 2 of 2 on extra points. Snap, set, kick. It's good. Mac Mills, 3 of 3 on the day.
Uh-oh. And it looks to be
Yeah,
11
bit.
again here, I think.
Yep. Cole Mason, and it looks like 88, Luke Jordan. They're not discussing their opinions on breakfast this morning. Coach Wilson's not happy. You know Coach Ateka loving on his player and going, hey, listen, just calm down a little bit. You don't want to go out like this. You're a senior. You do not want to be ejected in the last game of your high school career. We're going to step aside just a second. This is the 2021 NHSA National Championship Tournament, the Division I consolation game. Ready? Mills set to kick it away. Let's see if it's a
It's probably a pooch.
pooch.
Oh, he's on,
Yep,
yeah.
onside.
Oh,
It'll
what a
bounce. Good bounce. Parrott's going to grab it and get down at the
Nice.
35. Great kick, great bounce. Could have gone their way.
play on
Instead,
both
the
sides.
Golden Eagles, who haven't been on the field in almost, I think it's 5 or 6 minutes in game time, in real time, probably about 20, 25 minutes. Now, they've been on defense. The majority of these players playing both ways. 23-16, 3:48 to go in the second quarter.
You got Ethan Lee, a freshman here from Grace Baptist, coming in the game. I haven't seen him in there today. This may just be getting a breather for someone else. Let's see. Actually coming in on the offensive line here.
Looks like Swanson.
Wow, he draws a matchup with Miles Richardson. That's about a 160-pound difference.
Swanson is the player not in. He came in for Swanson.
Actually, this could be a match. Yeah, here we go.
And we're going to get a timeout here for Grace Baptist. It's their second of the first half. Well, folks, obviously the first game today, a barn burner between the Tennessee Heat, Westminster Christian Academy. This one shaping up to be a great matchup. After this, we're here for the whole day. We've got the next 2 games. After this, the Division II championship, Southern Preparatory Academy Fighting Rangers, the Evangel Christian School Blue Lightning playing for the Division II championship. Southern Prep, the defending Division II champions. And then, well, I was going to say at 7, but the championship will not be starting at 7, ladies and gentlemen, unless this game gets out of hand, or maybe the third game could get out of hand. Running clock could make up for the time, but this game started 30 minutes late because of the first game. So at first, originally it was supposed to be a 7 o'clock kickoff for the national championship. That is not the case. So, but we will have both of those championship games for you.
I think another factor here is that teams aren't used to playing these games in the middle of the day, so these receivers for Grace now are looking straight back into the sun. It's at the peak in the middle of the day, and it's
Exactly.
it plays a huge factor for these receivers from both squads, especially looking at the. Yeah. Oh.
Thompson in the shotgun,
Gotcha.
or maybe Long in the shotgun, rolling.
Looking,
He's
take
going
off.
to tuck it. He was going to try for Adams. He's going to keep it, and he will step out of bounds at the 49, but he has the first down. Great decision making by the senior. And a great job. And Bo Swanson back on the field. Grace did play on these, and then in the third game on Saturday, and then Ezekiel played during the second game. So a little more sunlight during that second game, obviously. Long in the shotgun, takes the snap, rolls left, looking, throws incomplete. Long was being brought down. Great job by the senior, great decision making. Throwing the ball where it could not be intercepted.
Do we have a replay on that play by chance? Do we have a replay on that?
Brandon, can we get a replay?
Just from that last play? I just want to show something on the offensive line there. It's a little late. So their offensive line, you'll see when they roll the quarterback out, I haven't seen teams do this, but they do a great job of their offensive linemen literally turn their bodies sideways and make a wall. They do a great job. You'll see the quarterback always has that space to get outside because they set the edge so well when he rolls out.
Thompson is in
We got a
at
head
quarterback.
tap here. We got a route here to one.
Thompson's in at the quarterback in the pistol.
See what we
Takes
got.
the
Gonna be a
snap.
quick curl on the right.
Looks,
Yep.
fires,
Throw again.
incomplete. Intended for number 1. And I don't have that number. Let's get it. Let's see if Max Preps possibly has it. Could be a player. For sure, it's a player that's been on the roster all year, and they just.
Well, and they
Torn
could have.
jersey.
Yeah, then that could be a backup jersey. Leaves his jersey at home. We had a player
Right.
do that.
Thompson takes the snap, looks, he's going to go deep again, and
again.
overthrows him this time down the sidelines.
A 4th and 10 coming up here.
What if this was Cooper Connett wearing number 1? No, I'm just kidding.
I believe we'd see him take a snap.
But to throw everybody off, though, and to still be able to take advantage
Yeah.
of his athletic ability,
Yeah.
put number 1 on him, moving the receiver, and you
Yeah.
can still use him. Number 1 is Avery Iverson, a junior. He was originally number 28.
So we're going for it here on 4th and 10. I might look for a screen here to 11. They do this in these long situations. Let's see what we got here. No,
Long
quarterback
takes
draw.
The snap
4th and
up the middle.
11.
Keeper has space.
Got the
He's
first.
going to go across the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Tormey is hanging on for dear life. How do you – and a first down marker by Long. I love that the officials didn't flag that because that young man put his heart and soul in that play. He deserved to get up and celebrate just a little bit.
That is a great play call there on a 4th and 10. A quarterback keeper gets him one-on-one with the backer and beats him to the edge.
I mean, he had Tormey hanging on for dear life like a bucking bronco, and he wasn't letting go. Long is now in the shotgun. Correction, in the pistol. Parrott's behind him. 2 receivers wide left, wide right. Now they have Bo Swanson. He's back in at guard. They have a man tight left. I'm not sure what the delay is for.
Maybe they're just They're probably letting the clock run down. They don't want to give the
Long.
Ezekiel the ball back with too much
Play
time.
fake
That's
to
a block in the
Adams.
back.
Tries up the middle. Breaks one tackle. Doesn't break the second. Down at the 25. Loss of 5. Loss of Christian. Loss of 4 on the play.
We've lost it. Mason Long's lost a cleat here.
Second and 14.
Leaving it all on the field. It's a pretty smart play here by Grace Baptist. Looks like they're just trying to run some clock down and make this the last possession of the half if possible. Not give the ball back to the Ezekiel offense with any time left.
Okay. So Grace Baptist will get the kickoff coming out of halftime. So really a win.
We got our backup quarterback at center here. Our 14, Wesley Thompson snapping the ball. Wesley Thompson's at center.
Give to Parrott. Well, he understands that exchange, at least from the other side.
Well, it looks like when I guess we lost a lineman there, and then they put the freshman in, and then they called the timeout and put Wesley Thompson at center.
Right.
Instead of leaving the freshman matched up there on Richardson.
So lots of back to the line of scrimmage on the run. So it's 3rd and 12.
Just letting the clock
Win-win
run.
situation here for Grace. If you don't score, it's okay. You get the ball after halftime. If you score here, tie game, get the ball coming out of halftime. You get a chance to go up. 1:20 to go in the first quarter. They've got the play clock that they can look at since they're going that direction. They can kind of see what's going on. Under 10 on the play clock now. Man in motion's Adams, long keeper. He's going to try to go up the middle, and he'll get a few yards across the 20.
Let's just see if we get an Ezekiel timeout.
And now under a minute.
No.
It's 3rd down. No, correction, 4th down and 7.
They'll run this clock down.
They can get this clock all the way
Snap it
to
up.
22 seconds after the play, almost 15 seconds. Not a lot of time for Ezekiel. Now, one play, and this could be, come back to bite him in the rear end.
Now we got Wesley Thompson back at quarterback and someone else in at center.
Thompson.
Oh,
across the
tackle
middle.
eligible.
Pierce Smith is wide open. Tackle eligible.
Nice play call
Pierce
there.
Smith, the junior. Touchdown, Grace. There's a flag.
I don't know if we had enough men on the line. If 30's off the line here, we're only going to have 4 men on. Okay.
Let's get the call. They're conferencing right now.
Or the man out wide left had to be off the line as well, but I think he was.
Coach Ateka out by the numbers.
I think he covered him up out wide left. No flag, no flag.
It's a touchdown, Grace Baptist.
Great play call there.
Pierce Smith, tackle eligible, gets it. Coach Ateka going way deep in the backpack. And that's a 23-22 game, 24 seconds to go in the first half. Converted 2-point conversion, a successful 2-point conversion. I got to stop being redundant. Successful 2-point conversion. They'll go up 24-23. No matter what here, it's okay. They get the ball after halftime. Thompson has it. Fires for Long. Mason got it. Cole Mason in the corner over the shoulder.
That's a tough throw and catch, and Wesley Thompson and Cole Mason make it look easy on the fake slant corner route. It's more like a whirly corner, but it's a nasty route. So hard to guard. Now, what's going to be interesting to see is I haven't seen Grace Baptist kick the ball deep. So if they kick it here, a squib to Corey Murphy, he gets the ball to the 50. Ezekiel's got 20 seconds on the clock. I mean, there's still time left here to score.
24-23 with 24.4 on the scoreboard here at Pete Edwards Field, Panama City Beach, Florida. These two defending state champions didn't have games go the way that they wanted on Saturday. They came out today and said, look, we're not leaving the season. We're not ending the season going out, laying down.
I think this is by far the deepest 4 teams we've had in Division I.
Absolutely.
In a season, and so all 4 of these teams, man, you can't say enough about the 4 teams.
The
here.
NHSA hit gold with these 4 teams that came in.
Absolutely.
I mean, these and a lot of these teams have played each other. The only matchup that hadn't happened was Freedom Grace, and we're getting robbed of that. But still,
this could easily have been the championship
game. Oh, right here, right,
yeah. This, I mean,
shoot. To be honest, the first game.
Yeah, exactly.
Could have. The teams were struggling, but could have stood in as the championship.
See if we get a deep kick here. If we're going to kick it right at Corey
Tyler
Murphy again.
Parrott is
Right
going
at
to kick
Murphy.
it with a line drive. Murphy struggles to get possession.
You can't
He
kick it
does
to
pick it
Murphy.
up. He heads right. There's Parrott. One man to beat. Murphy's
just
gone.
can't kick it to Murphy.
Touchdown. Ezekiel Academy.
No, it's coming back. It's coming back. It's coming back. He threw a one up. He threw a one up at the 3.
And a celebration flag.
We're going to get the ball back to about the 20-yard line.
Let's wait and see the call.
Oh, no, it's going to be the call. He looked back at him and gave the 1. They're going to bring the ball back here. Oh,
A lot of emotion for Murphy, the senior, on the kick return.
This is before the touchdown. Right here, he looks back. He looks back at the
Yeah,
player.
he does. He called him.
If he calls it, we're going to go back to about the 20 here. Oh.
You hate it for the young man. A great play, great effort.
I think the look back may be what got him there. I don't think it's the 1.
Right, if he had put the 1 up,
it's
that's
just looking
no
back
issue.
at the. I was talking about it
They
now.
might wave it off. Wait, let's see. Here's the call.
Got unsportsmanlike, receiving team, touchdown.
Okay, that's interesting because
It's
they get
before he
because
crossed the goal
it's
line.
before he crossed the goal line. So typically, if that happens, you would bring him back. I don't know.
So instead,
Great
Ezekiel
play.
Academy,
Well, it's,
with 10.7 to go, Ezekiel Academy will have to kick off
Yep.
from the 25.
yeah. Well, we just discussed that. It's interesting to see how Gracie's going to kick the ball off because you've been kicking it to their best player all day. And,
Right,
And then you
exactly.
line up and you kick the ball to Corey Murphy again, and you put it in the best player's hand.
Yeah. So they are going to force it on the extra point try. So interesting question. Mac Mills has the leg. They are going to go with the extra point. It's going to be, I believe it's Tormey holding.
Oh, wow. Kicking it here.
So ball is going to get spotted at the 25-yard line. 35-yard extra point attempt.
17-yard line.
Ball is at
34-yarder.
the snap, set, kick.
No good.
Extra
Had the
points
distance.
wide left. He
Had the
pushed it
distance.
wide left. Ezekiel Academy
What a momentum
will
shift.
not get to 30. It's 29. Grace Baptist 24. 10.7 to go here in the second quarter. We're going to step aside for just a second. We want to thank all 102 of you that are listening and watching the game. It's the 2021 NHSA National Championship Tournament. It's brought to you by Kingdom.com, the ministry technology providers. Grace Point Healthcare, modern medicine the old-fashioned way. Fairlife Core Power Protein. Work hard, recover harder. It's also brought to you by First Horizon, all things financial, and by Crutchers Auto Repair, trusted by Franklin, Tennessee residents since 1980.
Called back. Here we go.
Mills with the onside kick.
Cover him up. Nice.
And Grace fell on it, and Pierce Smith, that was number 9, Jude Perry. Pierce Smith went over and just touched him out and said, look, stay. Ball will get spotted at the 43-yard line. 9.1 to go. Grace really has one play, maybe two. Wesley Thompson is not known for his bombs,
Well, you see Wesley Thompson here with a limp coming onto the field.
but he is known for making those throws to Mason Long. Now he can make a 10, 15-yard throw to Mason Long. Mason Long could do it after that. Maybe if they put him one-on-one. Yep, here you go.
got Caleb
One-on-one
Adams,
with
yeah.
Elijah Ward.
You got
Ball
Caleb-
is going to Mason Long. I would bet you.
Caleb Adams is a really good deep threat as well. He's averaging about 30 yards per catch this season.
Thompson,
Got a short
throw
pass
to
here to
Long.
Long.
They're going to let him go one-on-one. Jakyle Sims is over here. Long needs to get out of bounds. He won't. Ball is fumbled out of bounds. What a smart play. There's a flag down. No, if he fumbles the ball out of bounds,
I think they.
it stops the clock, and the ball's supposed to be spotted right there.
I think there was a.
There was
little
1
fumble.
second. What a play by the senior. He fumbled the ball out of bounds before he was ruled down. They retain possession. It doesn't matter if they have the first down or not. They retain possession, and clock has to stop. They're conferring. Here's the call.
Halftime. He called halftime here.
There's no flag on the ball. It's going to be halftime.
They're going to go to halftime. They're going to say he was down. So with zeros on the board, it's Ezekiel Academy 29, Grace Baptist 24. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back with the Iceberg Heating, Plumbing, and Cooling halftime report. Welcome into halftime of the 2021 NHSA National Championship Tournament. This is the Division I consolation game between the 2021 defending ACSC state champs Ezekiel Academy Knights and the 2021 defending state champs of the TSIAA Grace Baptist Academy Golden Eagles. I want to welcome you into the press box. James Shannon, Coach Hagen Joyner. Coach, this first half, just wow. That's all you could say. And only one touchdown scored in that second quarter.
Yeah, it's just the momentum swings back and forth. Both of these defenses stepping up inside the 20. It's just you can feel them. You can feel the momentum shifting back and forth between both of these teams, and then Grace scoring right before the half, and then Corey Murphy taking that kickoff back and putting it in the end zone. It's like we're back level here coming into the second half with Grace getting the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. And you look at Grace Baptist. We mentioned that the roster size and the depth was going to be a factor. It really hasn't looked like a factor because of the amount of heart that these young men have for Grace Baptist.
Yeah, I agree, and you see when an injury takes place. I mean, you saw your backup quarterback starting today, and then you see your backup quarterback at center. How often do you see a backup quarterback go play center? Then he steps in the next play and hits a tackle eligible pass down the middle of the field. So you're seeing the depth from both teams getting. I mean, you're seeing Jacal Sims come in the backfield for Ezekiel here as a third string running back. So you're seeing the depth and both teams play a factor.
And Coach Tech has done a great job of digging in his playbook. Coach Hunter Wilson, he doesn't have to go deep. He knows the men he can trust, the men he can get the ball to, and both coaches are trusting their players. We've had a great first half. We're going to step aside for about 12 minutes. We'll be back with the second half. Thank you for watching the Iceberg Heating, Plumbing, and Cooling Halftime Report. This is the 2021 NHSA National Championship Tournament Division I consolation game. Back, second half of this game. Mac Mills onside kick. Bo Swanson, instead it's going to be Mason Long, I believe, falling on it. Welcome back to second half. The NHSA, the 2021 NHSA National Championship Tournament. This is the Division I consolation game. James Shannon, Coach Hagen Joyner on commentary. Spencer Tomsett producing in the booth. Audrey Green today working main camera and secondary camera as well. And then Brendan Daniel working video production on the field camera. Jerry Shannon Jr.
Got Wesley Thompson back at corner here with Mason Long at the quarterback.
Long, play fake. Tries to go up the middle, nothing doing.
So it looks like to counter that inverted veer, Ezekiel has started sending that Mike backer. As soon as they read that motion, it looks like 22, Peyton Patchell is blitzing that gap there to not give Mason Long the cutback lane.
Coach, you have a first half like that. You have a halftime, a chance, a 12, 13 minutes chance to kind of catch your breath. How important is it to be the first team to come out of that break and with the momentum?
Well, I think you go in and you make your adjustments, based on that first half, and you've got a scripted couple of plays here for the second half that you want to come out and run. You definitely don't want to go 3 and out on that first drive, and if you're always on Ezekiel's side, you definitely don't want to let them have a long drive here down the field.
Now we've got Mason Long and Ward one-on-one, but instead he's going to throw it out to Parrott. Thompson with the throw. Parrott to the edge, trying to get out of bounds, and Ward, great job closing in at the 42-yard line with the tackle. It'll bring up a third and about 5 for Grace Baptist. I want to thank you for tuning in. No matter where you're watching, maybe you're in Chattanooga, maybe you're in Montgomery, extended family watching all over the place, maybe you're in Gatlinburg trying to get a better look at some of these players. Welcome in. Thank you for watching. You got a great game on your hands right now. 29-24. The Tennessee
Cole Mason over
and
here.
one of the Alabama State champions going out of here. Thompson, give to Adams on the sweep. Around the corner, beat Zorn to the sidelines, out of bounds.
It was.
Isaiah Zorn trying to get the tackle. Adams on the jet sweep, able to get the edge and pick up the first down. The ball gets spotted at the 40-yard line.
I believe that's Elijah Ward who was able to just shut off that blocker and go make the tackle there. But a great job setting the edge and run there by Caleb Adams.
And a big first down for Grace Baptist. You don't get that first, now it's 4th down.
Yeah.
And you've got to overcome that. Now you've got a new set of downs. You're in Ezekiel territory, and you can make the most of getting the ball after halftime, only down by a score.
Mason Long here at tight end.
Man
There's
in
the give
motion.
again, same play other side.
Give to Adams. He's racing Richardson. Richardson! He got Richardson! And he's out of bounds around the 20. Looks like it was Patchell on the tackle.
We got
Forcing him out of bounds. Let's get a replay on that.
So Tyler Parrott here he doesn't get enough credit. He's such a great lead blocker on these plays. He gets around the edge, and it looks like they're just beating to the Caleb Adams just beating these defensive ends around the edge.
A touchdown here for Grace Baptist gives them a 1-point lead, and then a 2-point conversion, a 3-point lead.
I would look for the same play, wide side of the field again. Yeah, here we go.
Man in motion.
Watch quarterback
Long
keeper, there it
play
is.
Fake. Keeper up the middle, it's Long across the 20, and he'll get forced down. He'll get forced back to the 26. Long was driven into the ground, helped up. They want him to be marked for forward progress.
Well, they want the penalty as the whistle blows. It's hard for defenders to let up. It's also hard for them to hear that whistle as they're trying to tackle the quarterback. But
right, exactly.
At the same time, you see this across every level of football to where something's got to be done to where these kids are getting tackled 3 seconds after a whistle, and they're getting landed on by 240-pound players.
Now they did give him forward progress, gain of 4 on the play rather. Thompson is in the pistol. Parrott behind him. Thompson takes the snap, looking deep. He's going for Iverson. Incomplete. Ward on the coverage. Iverson trying to high point it, not able to come down. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 6.
I'd like to see Grace Baptist isolate Cole Mason, to the right side of the field there on 20, and get him off of Spackman and give him a shot at that play there. He's a great deep ball catcher. But yeah, just to put emphasis again on Tyler Parrott at running back. He doesn't get many carries, but he is a great blocking back. He sets the edge for the quarterback. He's a great all-around player who doesn't get enough credit for what he does.
3rd and 6. Thompson
he
pistol
goes,
takes
takes
the snap.
There's that
Throws
work.
for Cole Mason. Intercepted by Spackman.
I think he
Spackman
fell.
along the sideline has a chance for a return, and there's a flag in the backside. It's down around the 25. Spackman still on his feet. He's trying to get in the end zone, and it will be a pick 6 if it stands.
Looks like
There
we're gonna
are flags on the backside. It's coming back. The penalty is on Ezekiel. Now the question is, do they have possession?
Yeah, I think it's a
Spackman
hold
down
or a block in the back.
Spackman down the sidelines. The question is, was the penalty before the interception or after?
Based on the spot there, I would assume it's after, since it's about the 25-yard line.
Referee all the way down here at the other end zone. He's got to come up close.
Yeah, it's got to be a hold here or a block in the back. You get these defenders who aren't used to blocking in space. I don't. Yeah, do we have a replay there on that, or? I would like to. I can't tell if he I can't tell if he tripped up on his own or if there was a shove or not.
Official had to huff 60, 70 yards.
Cole Mason definitely thinks it was a PI there. It's gonna be after the pick. Block in the back.
So Ezekiel Academy will retain
So
possession of the ball. Looks like the official got mixed up. Mic is on. So Ezekiel Academy will retain possession. The interception will stand, but the ball is spotted now at the 15. That's a killer for Grace Baptist, the kind of drive they had going to start the second half. Leach, pitch to Murphy, and Murphy is absolutely, well, he's pushing the pile.
Whoa.
He's still going. Down to the 23-yard line. Not quite enough for a first down. Grace Baptist, the hound dog mentality, they had him behind the line of scrimmage, and Corey Murphy just pushed to within 2 yards of the first down marker.
fresh legs up the half. It's a big no call there on the Grace Baptist route to the end zone there.
2nd and 2. Leach in the pistol.
Oh yeah, we swapped our
Murphy's
pistol with
behind
the
him.
H back in there. They're looking to pull
The
him up.
ball's on the ground. Murphy able to pick it up.
That was his bag.
Mason Long took Corey Murphy down.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
And we have fighting, we have punches. Don't take the
No, coaches are into Ezekiel players.
and it looks like Mason Long, Pierce Smith, Mason Long. There's coaches holding everyone back. Hunter Wilson, Babateka out in the middle, and they're getting control of the situation. There's coaches that are upset. There's coaches getting in the middle of this. This is unprecedented. At least it's a very high pressure game, high emotional, very tense.
It's not
Coach
only-
Hunter Smith is coming out. So the question would be, and we're kind of sorry, we had the producer in our head, we're in our ear, we're trying to talk through this. So the question is, of course, it'd be hard to keep track of Grace with the play happening by the Grace sideline, but Ezekiel, if any players came onto the field,
Looks like they're going to review this here.
if Ezekiel had any players come onto the field from the far side, and Coach Ateka
He's
and
asking
Coach
for a
Wilson.
camera here. He's asking for a camera shot.
Brandon, take the tablet. And we're gonna step aside while we help the officials sort out the situation.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're currently in an intermission. Producer Dave for Spencer Thompson. I got Hagen Joyner on the headset here. James Shannon and Brendan Daniel have run down with a tablet. The referees requested it to see where the skirmish started and who potentially needs the ejections. They are working on that down below. We heard, at least from one of the officiated crew members, that it looked like 42 and 34 from Ezekiel had come off of the field during the skirmish, and in normal high school rules, they should be ejected. Supposedly they ran across, again, not speculating, that's what we were told by a member of the officiating crew here on site. But Coach Joyner, you know, even though this is a consolation game, tensions run high in tightly contested games like this, especially in Florida, and you could tell as well, the coaching staff on both sides, they were wanting calls. They didn't get them on certain ways. They knew that it felt like this was starting to boil over getting here into the third quarter, and it just so happened to where it got down to this point.
Well, I think what you run into as well is with that 2-day turnaround time after such, exhausting games from both teams on Saturday, as these kids are they're leaving it all out there, and they get not just physically exhausted, but mentally exhausted. And, you look at this, and 5 seconds after the play's over, after the skirmish is over, coaches are in the middle of the field shaking hands, and I'm sure the players would come over here and shake hands with one another.
Yep.
It's just in the heat of the moment.
And we do have the referees are on the field now. Don't know if our camera person is here, but if you want to adjust or anything, James Shannon is back up with us. I believe we will get the announcement in just a few moments from the officials. They are discussing. But, James, since we got you on, what was it you heard with the conversation about the impending announcement?
So the officials wanted to go back and look at the film to determine who came off the Grace sideline, who might have gotten involved, and then in terms of Ezekiel, who came off the sideline, who got involved, and then in the play, who was throwing punches or being unnecessary. They're going to line up and shake hands. But there are going to be players. I feel there's going to be players ejected. I might be wrong. Mike St. Dennis.
This is game over.
Well, to be fair, it does get them back on track, but you hate that.
Maybe there were just so many players involved.
Maybe with it being a consolation game and the situation where it was, they may have just decided to let it go.
And I don't want to speculate here, but I don't know how many kids from the Grace Baptist sideline would have been potentially ejected there from being on the field. But there's also not that many players from their team, right? If they lose 3 players, you're looking at 8th and 9th graders in the game.
So we're going to step aside. It looks like they have called the game.
The game's over, yeah.
So that's going to be the end of the broadcast. Ezekiel Academy is going to defeat Grace Baptist 29-24. There were 7 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the third quarter, but they have called the game. And so Ezekiel Academy will finish in 3rd place in Division I. Grace Baptist will finish in 4th. So we're going to sign off at 4 o'clock. Now that we're back on track, at 4 o'clock, you'll have the Division II championship game for the NHSA National Tournament between Southern Prep Academy and the Evangel Christian School Blue Lightning. For Hagen Joyner, Audrey Green, Brendan Daniel, Jerry Shannon Jr., Spencer Thompson, I'm James Shannon. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you at 4.